Now, for our third exercise, we're gonna come over to the standard dumbbell row, okay? So you'll see the way I do the dumbbell rows when I set up. Now I'm doing this because I'm in a gym where there's nobody, okay? So if you got a crowded gym, please take the dumbbells somewhere else. Don't be in the front hogging up all the space, all right? But since nobody's in here, I'm gonna do that. So I'll put my hand up here, which is gonna give me a nice base here, right? First thing I'm gonna do, tighten up the hamstrings, glutes are tight, low back's tight, all right? You never want the low back arched, always nice and tight, flat, neutral spine there in the lumbar. I'm gonna hang, full hang. Remember, driving with the elbow, nothing changes. From the very first exercise to the last exercise we do, we're gonna drive with the elbow, okay? That's gonna contract the back. So we stretch, boom. Hard squeeze, trying to keep the elbow close to the body so that way we keep the focus on the lats, okay? We're gonna do 4 exercises, 4 sets rather. I'll move up the ladder a little bit. I've already warmed up. Remember, start lighter, continue to warm up, and just climb up the ladder. I'm gonna hit my first working set. We'll use 95s, and then I'll kind of adjust and go up a little bit from there. And then on the last and final set, we got a nice little burnout, okay? We'll get to that. So let's get it, all right? We're gonna hit about 10 reps at least. Same thing, not counting, but as long as we get 10, we're in that good money spot, okay? So we'll get here. Nice good base, and boom, drive. 2, 3, set 2. All right, guys, so one tip that I told you before that I want to reiterate on these is still keep the chest up, okay? So even though I'm in a bent over dumbbell position, when I pull up, I'm still lifting the chest without trying to raise the angle of my back up and down, okay? So you don't want to raise up and pull, but I want to lock in, pull, and still lift the chest. And that's going to give you that extra little bit of range of motion to get that contraction, okay? Let's get it. For the burnout, okay, for that last and final exercise set that we're gonna do, okay, on the rows, you'll see here, I'm gonna start with 100 on the bottom rack over here, okay? So if you gotta start with 50, whatever weight is almost at your max at about 80% of where you're at, that's gonna be the weight you start with, okay? So I'm gonna do one arm down the whole bottom rack here. I'm gonna drop 5 pounds each rep, and I'm gonna do 5 reps, okay? So basically, I'll start with 100, I'll hit 5 reps, put that up, 95, 5 reps, and so forth until I get all the way down to the bottom rack, okay?